Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Sports. Today, we're going to be talking about the AFC East. And I'm a little excited. You can probably see it in my face to talk about the AFC East because this is one of the first times in a long time that every single team in the AFC East could shock you. Some you expect, like Buffalo and Miami. But I got I'm going to throw some serious curveballs in this division. So I hope you guys watch this because this is going to be fun. I'm going to always start with who I believe is going to finish last in the division and work my way on to who I think is going to win the division. Yeah, that's the part that may get shocking for y'all. Let's start with the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick is probably one of the best coaches to ever do it. Some say the best coach to ever do it. And that's a reach for me because there's a lot of great coaches that's been passed through the NFL and some are still in the NFL. So I'm just going to say, as of right now, Bill Belichick is the best coach. What I'm putting this, he's in the top 5 coaches in the NFL. I'm going to give him that because the guy's great. He's won a lot of championships. And if you go by championship, everybody say, well, he's the best coach ever. Well, he had one of the best quarterbacks ever, too. And he hadn't won one without that quarterback. I'm just saying, before y'all jump all over me. So let's just keep it right there first. So we're going to start with the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots is being the best coach. Sometimes it requires more than being the best coach to win a Super Bowl. I mean, you have to have the talent, guys. I mean, you have to have everything in place. And I'm going to be honest. Mac Jones is not a bust. I've heard people say that Mac Jones was a bust. He's not a bust. He's not elite, but he's not a bust either. Mac Jones is a good quarterback. I've watched him. He does some great things. He does some bad things, but every quarterback does some great things and bad things. I'm just telling y'all, you need to back off Mac Jones. I'm not a personal fan of him, but I'm just telling you, he's a hell of a lot better than some other people that came out in that draft. I'm just saying. Now, the problem, I believe, may not even be the talent in New England. It may be the coaching style. Because you got Bill O'Brien calling plays, and yeah, that's where the problem lies for me. That is the sole reason why I'm picking the New England Patriots to finish dead last in this division, because I don't see it. Here's the thing I wish they just stopped doing in the NFL. And I know Bill O'Brien has a great football mind, and I know Bill O'Brien he wasn't a bad coach. He shouldn't have been coach and general manager, but he wasn't a bad coach. I don't see it. I don't having knowledge and being able to bring a team together to follow you, to trust you in calling plays. I don't see it, and that's one of the reasons why I have the New England Patriots last. Another reason is because I just don't see a lot of talent. I don't see a lot of I don't see a lot of elite talent. I see talent. I don't see a lot of elite talent on the New England Patriots team. I think the days in New England may be gone. I think New England fans need to just embrace the horror. Y'all may not ever go back to the Super Bowl with Bill Belichick. I don't know, because Bill Belichick, this dude can pull some rabbits out of the hat and shock some people. But he's gonna have to show me on this one. He's gonna have to show me, because I just don't believe he can do it without Tom Brady. And until he showed me different, that's how I'm gonna believe that. But right now, I just got the New England Patriots finishing last in the AFC East. Let's move on to who I believe is gonna be next to last in the NFC, and it's only by a small margin, and that's the New York Jets. Now it's gonna be shocking because there is a good chance the New York Jets could win this division. But I gotta put them third for the simple reason that Aaron Rodgers just got there. He has to gel with those guys. But let me tell you guys something before you start blowing me up on social media about the Jets. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I'm telling you, if Aaron Rodgers gel with those guys sooner in the earlier part of that season, the Jets can win this division. I got them third, But I'm just leaving it out there. Listen to the Jets, y'all. Y'all just hear me out on this, okay? And a lot of these players I know something about. Obviously, you know about Aaron Rodgers, right? You know about Allen Lazard, who played with Aaron Rodgers at Green Bay. You know about Mecole Hardman. He just won a couple of Super Bowls with the Kansas City Chiefs. We know about his blazing freaking speed, right? So you already had Garrett Wilson. I mean, y'all hear this crap. On defense, you got Sauce. Everybody gonna talk. You got Quentin Williams. Listen, the Jets have a recipe not only to win a division, they have a recipe to win the freaking Super Bowl. I'm just afraid they won't bring it together in time this year. But I will promise the Jets fans something. You will make the playoffs. The Jets will make the playoffs this year. And anything can happen in the playoffs. So before y'all start beating me up a little bit, I'm just going to tell you the top 3 teams are inches away from each other. But I have to go with what I've seen so far. Because I haven't seen Aaron Rodgers play with the New York Jets yet. I know Aaron Rodgers can throw that rock though. I know Aaron Rodgers he can manage a game. He can be elite. He can do whatever you want him to do. I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. So, boy, if the Jets come out swinging like they did last year, oh boy. Remember, guys, the only thing the Jets lacked last year was a quarterback. They lost Breece Hall early. He's back. So they're this close. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So don't get it twisted because I got them 3rd in the division. I have no respect for them. Oh, I do. I do. I just gotta see them gel. So just remember, I said it on this podcast. There is a chance the New York Jets can win this division, but I have them 3rd right now. From the eye test, I need to see them play with Aaron Rodgers. That could change during the season. I'm just saying. The next team on the list is the Miami Dolphins. Why do I have the Miami Dolphins 2nd? Because they're the fastest team in the league. They got probably on paper the best cornerback duo in a minute in the NFL. Defensively, offensively, they look like complete studs, and they have a great coach. He's funny as hell too. They have a great coach who has a lot of confidence. And let's not forget, last year they beat the Bills, and they almost beat them in the playoffs. As a matter of fact, I had them beating them in the playoffs. This close, like I'm saying. They are arrogant, though. They're extremely arrogant because they're so fast. Even the coach is arrogant. And if they can just bring it down just a notch and play with more confidence than arrogance, they'll be a very, very dangerous team. And here's the last thing about the Miami Dolphins, which is why I say the Jets and the Dolphins are really close. Tua. Can they keep Tua in uniform? Or will they concuss him right out of the NFL? Because, man, that dude got a lot of concussions in a short period of time. All I'm going to say is, if they can keep Tua healthy with that offense they have, they got some great running backs too. They have it all where it needs to be. But for some reason, that offensive line could not keep Tua healthy last year. If they can, the Miami Dolphins just jumped in the hunt with the Kansas City Chiefs, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the next team I'm going to talk about. That's the Buffalo Bills, but not yet. I got a message to who I'm a big fan of. I am a big fan of Tyreek Hill. I'm a Kansas City fan, so I like Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill is the most dangerous freaking wide receiver on the field today, maybe in all time. He's that dangerous. When you got to put 2 and 3 people to bracket him, it's disgusting. If you get the ball in his hands, bye. It's that simple. But he won't stay his butt out of trouble. Let me just share something with the NFL players. Man, look. Everybody know you have money. Everybody know you have power. But some things you just should walk away from. I don't know what happened with the doggone boat in Miami. I wasn't there. But if you made statements like I could buy this and all that stuff, man, forget all that crap. $30 million a year, that's what you can lose by messing around with some fool on a boating dock. Just freaking walk away from that, man, and go on about your business. If he ain't put his hands on you, move on. That's what I have a problem with. Not just with Tyreek Hill, with all football players, all athletes. Just walk away from that crap. You have way more to lose than they do. That's all I'm done with. I'm done with that. Way more to lose than they do. So, with that being said, if Tyreek Hill doesn't get suspended by the league, if the Miami Dolphins keep Tua upright all season, Miami can be very scary. But let me explain something to y'all. Don't forget about the team I just talked about with the Jets, because they're not scared of Miami. I'm just putting it out there. They're not scared of Miami at all. Now, you've heard me go through the whole division. The only team I have left is the Buffalo Bills. But before I get into the Buffalo Bills, and I'm gonna talk about them, I want to go back and talk about these other three teams that I just mentioned. Now, you're probably wondering why you want to do that, dude. I'm gonna tell you why. If the Jets fans, the Dolphins fans, y'all should be ecstatic. And me personally, I gotta give y'all props. Man, y'all been at the bottom of the NFL for a very long time. So this got to be really, really, really exciting for you guys. The Miami Dolphins, true, with the talent on paper, are a contender. The New York Jets, with the talent on paper, are contenders. If they put it all together, do you imagine the games that these games? The AFC East is going to be so freaking exciting with all these teams being able to do well. Now, let's get something straight before I jump off into the Buffalo Bills. The only reason the Buffalo Bills has the nod in this division is because they have been dominating this division for a minute. That's the only. I say a minute because New England dominated it before then, but lately it's been the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo got issues. Let me tell you something. And Buffalo Bills fan, let me explain something to y'all. I picked you guys to win this division only because I know that I've seen you on the field be the best team, be the better team. You're up there with the Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals. But your window is closing. Let me do it for you. It is closing. And it's closing fast. You might want to get it together this year, because I'm telling y'all, Buffalo Bill fans, you give me all you want. If the Buffalo Bills do not make it to the playoffs this year, to the Super Bowl this year, that team is done. And y'all going to have to do something and bring some more people in. I ain't going to say you have to totally rebuild, but you're going to have to bring some people in, because it's not going to happen. You have become very familiar. The Cincinnati Bengals are not afraid of you, and the Kansas City Chiefs are not afraid of you either. And now you have a problem because there's teams in your division that's not afraid of you. So that poses a problem, and I think you have issues over there. And let me tell y'all why I think the Buffalo Bills have issues. I read the comments after the 13 seconds game. I read the comments from Brian Daboll. And what he said about what he would have done. That was a knock at your coach. McDermott is a good coach. I'm not taking nothing away from him, so just drop the drama. But he was right. Brian Daboll was right. Brian Daboll goes over to New York Giants, and win Coach of the Year. That's one person you lost. Now Leslie Frazier all of a sudden decided he wants to take a year off. There's something going on. I don't know how true this is, but a Buffalo Bills fan told me that Josh Allen said he wanted basically the whole playbook revamped. Maybe Ken Dorsey is not the person for the job. I don't know what's going on in Buffalo. You got Diggs threatening a holdout. You got Diggs screaming at Josh Allen on the sideline. I don't want to hear anything about, that's just passion for football. Like some people say, that's bullcrap. That's exactly what Diggs did at Minnesota. If I'm not getting the freaking ball all the damn time, I'm pissed. And while I'm on that subject, yes, Diggs should get the ball more than most on your team, but not all the time. That is the reason why Kansas City would never admit it. That's the reason why Kansas City let Tyreek Hill go. You can't demand the ball every time, and you know you're drawing double coverage. Now, yes, you can get mad if you're single coverage. If it's man on man and they don't throw you the ball, you have a reason to be mad about that. Unless your teammate is wide freaking open. Stop whining. Stop freaking whining and help your team win the game. Because every game the ball is not coming to you. That's why I say the Buffalo Bills have issues. That defensive front, say what you want to say. Cincinnati shredded y'all. They just shredded the Buffalo Bills. I was pissed watching that game. I really did want a rematch between Buffalo and Kansas City. But after seeing Cincinnati just shred you apart like that, I was like, nah, Cincinnati took the second team in the AFC at that moment. And you got to go get it back. Damar Hamlin, you my dog. Man, if you come back and put that helmet on, you my dog regardless. But if you come back and put that helmet on, you really my dog. Because that takes a lot of courage to do that. So I had to give a shout out to Damar because that's a big deal. And I watched him on the ESPYs last night, and that was touching because you're near death, man. And I feel you. Feel like you got a second chance on life. I feel you on that. But let me tell y'all something. The Buffalo Bills have issues. Yet I still have them winning this division. I just cannot ignore the fact that the Buffalo Bills, when they have it rolling, man, they have it rolling. And they don't give a damn who they play. They have it rolling. But I'm going to tell the Buffalo Bills fans right here, that can change during the regular season. The pieces you added and the pieces you lost, I have to see how you look. Mostly, I have to see how you get along. Because if the quarterback is not gelling with the offensive coordinator, it's a wrap. If the quarterback is not gelling with the coaching staff, it's a wrap. I'm just going to tell you something, Buffalo. Why he's still out there? If I was you, I would go get Dalvin Cook. That'll take some pressure off you. Dalvin Cook fit in well with the Buffalo Bills. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're getting Von Miller back off injury. He's going to do his thing on defense. He'll help that defensive front forward. But remember, they shredded the middle part of your defensive line. You can't put Von Miller everywhere. Something got to give. Your secondary, suspect. It's suspect. It's just not as good as it used to be. I don't know what it is, Buffalo, but I still have enough respect to give you this division this much. And if you notice, Buffalo fans, I've talked about Buffalo more than I did any team in a negative way. But everything I'm saying is true. You know, if you live in Buffalo, New York, and you keep up with the Buffalo Bills, you know y'all have issues. Don't try to act like you don't, because you do. You can try to keep it quiet all you want. You have issues. Ken Dorsey may have not been the right person. Maybe, just maybe, you should have worked a little bit harder to keep Brian Daboll, and then you probably would have been able to keep Leslie Frazier, because I don't want to hear anything about he needed some rest. I think Leslie Frazier was getting out of a toxic environment. Have you seen his demeanor? Do he look like he want to be in a toxic environment? Nah, that's not how it works. So you lost your offensive coordinator and your defensive coordinator. Now you have Ken Dorsey as your new offensive coordinator 1 year in. And yeah, I don't even know who your defense coordinator is, but it ain't Leslie Frazier. And that's a big deal. So I got the Buffalo Bills winning this division by inches. And don't be surprised later on in the year I do a podcast saying that the Jets or the Dolphins are going to win this division. This is training camp off season and just predictions. These predictions have a expiration date. They can change. So, all that being said, I hope I kind of brought some light to the AFC East. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. There's a lot going on out there. A lot going on in this world right now. But here's my thing. I see so much drama in our society. There's racism, there's placism, there's all these different things going on. There's politics and this and that. Man, let me tell y'all something. It don't get better till we make it better. All I can tell you is just treat the next man how you want to be treated. Everybody that say an ill will word to you is not trying to hurt you. Sometimes they're trying to help you. Some are. But remember, they're just words. Some things you can walk away from. And I'm just saying this, and I'm saying this for the record, because I'm not political at all. But I'm saying this for the record, man. Until both sides of the aisle get together, we ain't gonna never get anything done. This is sickening to watch what's going on in society right now. But I love being here. I love America, and I love sports. So all I'm saying is just take your time, or make it your business to treat people how you want to be treated. That's all I'm asking. This is Richard Cole. That's all I'm asking. This is Richard Cole with Let's Talk Sports. Peace. I'm out.